What do AEW need to do to capitalize on Swerve Strickland and his current heat? I think that's the big question. So, since you brought up this topic to our attention, let me hear your first opinion on this, Mr. MPKH.
I think Swerve Strickland is the kind of guy that works better as a heel than a face. And already, if you're talking shit about the Acclaimed, then that's already guaranteed heat right there. So yeah,
Guaranteed.
and we saw at Grand Slam this past Wednesday the amount of heat that Swerve and Lee got. So yeah, and that was all because everybody loves the Acclaimed, including your boys. But yeah, I'd say what AEW has to do, like, I know this is going to be a common dynamic, but they're definitely going to turn Swerve heel and have him turn on Keith Lee.
For sure.
That is an obvious there. That's obvious.
You could see
I'd say they lose a few matches together, and then Swerve just gets easily irritable, and then that leads to him attacking Lee and then going on a heel run.
I wouldn't be surprised if it happens on Wednesday so soon. I really wouldn't be surprised. But you could see that was their plan. If you think back to, I think, the Casino Battle Royal, where Strickland eliminated Keith Lee, and you could see that was their plan. And then obviously the whole Young Bucks won the title, and they didn't want to drop it to the FTR, so then Swerve in Our Glory won. So it kind of changed their plans, but I think it's worked out better in the end because it's got the Acclaimed as champions, which I'm here for, and it's given the Swerve more heat. And actual heat, not just heat because he turned on Keith Lee. It was heat before he turned on Keith Lee, which is an interesting dynamic because you don't see that too often.
Exactly. So, and you don't really have to put him in the main event scene. You really don't. Mm-hmm. Have him float around the mid card with the TNT or All Atlantic title for a bit, and yeah. And I know if you watch Swerve Strickland in the Indies and in NXT, you know how capable he is
for sure.
of putting a damn good program.
For sure. And I think it's time for Keith to step up. Main event, put him straight in the main event scene, where he should have been from day one. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I know they're gonna play it safe, and if we say put Strickland in the main event, it might go south. So I'm saying just play it safe right now. Yeah. Play it safe. Have him feud with Keith Lee, because that would be a nice feud.
That would be a good feud.
And you can have him do whatever he wants, like cause post-match attacks on any babyface matches, and then leads to him getting a TNT championship on time.
And I think matches with him and Wardlow would actually be quite good as well. To be honest, if he could be the person to defeat Wardlow, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
wouldn't mind at all. Him in the TNT title situation and Keith Lee in the main event, I'll be happy with that.
That would be awesome.
Strickland's not main event talent, in my opinion. He can be, but I just don't think he is. Definitely not right now.
I mean, he's capable of being in the main event, but I wouldn't say right now, because, like I said, just play it safe. Also, there's a lot of names. Like Moxley, Danielson, Chris Jericho. Who else?
Kenny if he comes back. Punk if he comes
Kenny
back.
Omega, Punk. Yeah, those 5 are main event status.
Hangman Page.
I don't know about Hangman, but yeah, I don't know about Hangman. But yeah, I get you.
I suppose he's still in that scene either way.
Mm-hmm.
So.
also Swerve. What else? How would it like? We all know the heat that he's got right now, and also, what else can we think of?
You know what
He can do it on his.
my worry
He
is?
doesn't need a group. What is it?
My worry is that he just ends up in what's this new faction's name with Stokely Hathaway or whatever that is his name, right?
The firm.
Firm. If he just ends up there, that's a worry of mine.
I can't see it. I don't see it.
And I can
Sorry?
see it, which is a problem.
How so?
I don't know. I just think him and Stokely have connection from before in NXT. Not on screen. I'm talking just knowing each other. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're just talking behind the scenes and saying, okay, we could do this together, we could do that together, whatever the case is. I could just see something stupid like that happening, and then all of a sudden Swerve's in there. Which is a scary thought.
Now
You get what I'm trying to say? Just that mutual connection that they have in general, just by knowing each other.
It already looks bad. It already
terrible.
sounds bad when you say it.
That's terrible.
But I think the firm they don't need to add any more people to the group. Just keep it as it is.
10 people anyway, so
keep MJF, All Ego, Morrissey, Lee Moriarty,
Ethan
the Gun
Page.
Club. Yeah, I said All Ego.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, just keep it like that. No, you don't need to add any more people. That's how it is.
I could just see it now. It's worrying me.
It looks so
something
bad.
about it. We're gonna see Keith, or we're gonna see them both in the ring. Keith and Swerve. Stokely walks out, talks to Swerve, whispers in his ear, and then Swerve just takes out Keith Lee.
Oh no!
You can picture it now. Can you picture?
It sounds horrible.
If this happens, I'm invoicing Tony Khan for stealing my idea. That's all I'm saying. I'm sending an invoice. You gotta pay me for that idea. That might be terrible, but you gotta pay me.
Yeah, he's gonna think that this is what the people want. When no, nobody's talking about it.
Nobody gives a shit about the firm.
Hey, there are a few people that I like. All Ego Page.
There's people I like. W. Morrissey, I like him. Ethan Page, I like him. The Gun Club, I like them. But
or as I like to call them, the Ass Boys. But
yeah, for a better name.
Yeah, they don't like the Ass Boys. Sorry, Gun Club. Sorry.
So, yeah, I'm worried for that situation, but I can just picture it.
I think Stokely's got a good mind and seeing who fits in with the firm and who doesn't. And in this case, Swerve definitely doesn't fit.
No, he doesn't fit.
I think Stokely is too smart. Stokely is too smart to see a big mistake like that.
I guess so. Hope so, anyway.
But we just have to hope. We just have to pray and see what happens. Like, Tony, I'm begging you, don't do that. Don't.
No, please.
If you're watching this, please. And if you do think about it, you have to pay us.
Exactly.
Or
I'll be invoicing.
you have to pay us. Yeah, no. And also, my idea about the firm having to assault a world champion and have MJF win, that's still in the books. Unless you want to do it with MJF being in the title match.
Yeah, I don't know. That's another situation, which I mentioned in the last video. I'm not happy about, but we move.
We move.
I think you just run the match at what's the next pay-per-view? Full Gear.
Full Gear.
Just run the match. Moxley versus MJF. No MJF getting involved in a match between Moxley and somebody else. Just run the match. Run the program and go from there. That's what I think.
Exactly. So, what else can we say about Swerve Strickland? What else can we say about him? Does he need to add anybody else, or he does it solo?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do we see a reincarnation, but a different version of Kid Row?
The question is, who would be in this reincarnation of Hit Row? Who could we see?
It's tough. It's tough. Probably people we're not even thinking of. People on Dark, for example. That probably would be the case.
We don't watch Dark, but we're just thinking about it.
Yeah. Nobody watches Dark.
But
let's be honest.
Let's not say that. A few people do watch Dark, but we don't know who. Let us know in the comments if you watch Dark.
Yeah, let us know. So I don't know. I don't know who he could fit in there. I don't see anybody really fitting that vibe right now. Not no one that I can think of off the top of my head anyway.
Yeah, no. Swerve can do it on his own. He can do it solo.
Yeah.
And he can even use heel tactics when necessary.
For sure. He's got that it factor. So I could see him doing it alone.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, Strickland works well as a heel more than a face. That's just how I see it.
Yeah.
That's just how I see it.
I agree.
But anyways, guys, let us know in the comments what you think AEW should do with Swerve Strickland. Should they capitalize on his heat, or would you prefer him to see him do something else? And I think that's us from today. If you did enjoy this video, please stomp that like button, stomp that subscribe button, and stomp the bell icon to be notified when your favorite Stomp Boys appear next. Also, don't forget to follow the Stomp Boys on all social media platforms. Links are in the description below. Also follow us individually and collectively. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are just too sweet.